बढ़ते हैं आगे। जम्मू कश्मीर से हमारे बीच है सीरत बाजी। जोरदार तालियों के साथ आपका स्वागत।
घर पड़ी देनी वतन की खातिर जान भी एक रोज तो कतराएंगे न हम कि ये फर्ज है हम पर। घर पड़ी देनी वतन की खातिर जान भी एक रोज तो कतराएंगे न हम कि ये फर्ज है हम पर। ये जो बेखौफ आजाद जिंदगी जी रहे हैं हम, ये मेरे मुल्क का ही तो कर्ज है हम पर। ये मेरे मुल्क का ही तो कर्ज है हम पर। Good morning, greetings to all. Today I am here to represent the paradise on earth and especially the crown of India, Jammu and Kashmir. It is often said that Rome was not built in a day. Rome was built every day by the people who embraced it as their own. Patriotism and nation building. For me, both these terms are inseparable. We cannot think of achieving nation building without having a sense of patriotism among the citizens. And what is patriotism? Gone are the pre-independence days when it had only one meaning, and that was the freedom struggle of India against the mighty British rule. But today, patriotism is not just about sacrificing our lives for the sake of our nation. It means treating a country like your own, being loyal to it, and putting its interests at the topmost priority. History is replete with many examples where patriotism helped the nations to grow tremendously. Take for example the case of Japan. We all know after the Hiroshima and Nagasaki nuclear attacks, that whole nation crumbled. But today, because of the dedication of the people of Japan, we are all well aware of the position at which Japan stands. Or let's talk about Israel. A small country with very few resources and least productivity has maintained its unique identity in the global world because of its people. Friends, undoubtedly patriotism is the foundation stone of nation building. Ladies and gentlemen, 2.4% of total geographical area. India, the greatest diversity in terms of religion and culture. India, world's largest democracy and one of the fastest growing economies. India has the second largest population in the world. And so, it is quite naturally exposed to the gaze of miscreants, criminals, and people of shady character. But, in spite of all such differences and variations, the binding force that keeps us all together united is the fact that before anything else, we are all Indians. Worthy audience, poverty, unemployment, corruption, discrimination, violence, militancy, and many more are the basic issues with which India as a nation on the whole is struggling today. Let me draw your attention towards some statistics here. 36 crore of people live below poverty line in India. Largest number of hunger deaths in the world occur in India. Every second woman is anemic in India. Every fifth child dies of malnutrition in India. Every 5 minutes a crime against women is committed in India. There are lakhs of children in rural areas who only dream of going to school in India. With such a bleak scenario, ladies and gentlemen, feeling of oneness, sense of patriotism, and realizing our responsibility towards the development of the country we live in is the only way to deal with all such issues. While sitting over there and listening to all my fellow speakers since yesterday, I heard them making points like we need to, transform our villages into smart cities. Some said that we need to donate our blood and we need to educate the poor, which are quite notable points. But here I would like to quote, कि फकत बातें अंधेरों की, महज किस्से उजालों के. फकत बातें अंधेरों की, महज किस्से उजालों के. चिरागे आरज़ू लेकर, न तुम निकले न हम निकले. These are all topics, my dear friends. हम बात करते हैं, हमें भगत सिंह तो चाहिए मगर अपने घर में नहीं चाहिए, पड़ोसी के घर में चाहिए. This is the reality of India. And what I feel is we don't need to make or take some big initiatives or take some big step. I want is that we just need to perform our duty with honesty. Whether it's a doctor, an engineer, a bureaucrat, a politician, a teacher, you judges only, or we students like you and me, what we need to do is to perform our duty with utmost honesty and dedication, which can eventually reduce most of our problems. Take for example the case of Indian farmers. Because of their dedication, today they have transformed India from being a net importer of food grains to becoming a leading exporter of the same. And this is painful. Talk about the wars of 65 or 71. The role played by our brave soldiers at the borders is commendable. But equally noteworthy is the contribution of the people of India who rallied behind them. I mean, how can we forget those women who sold their jewelry just in order to make sure that the supply to the borders doesn't get interrupted because of the financial crisis? My friends, this is patriotism. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, it was just like any other governmental policy, but became successful because we all contributed to it. And this is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Ladies and gentlemen, invaders have come and gone, governments come and go, but India has always remained a vibrant nation because of its culture and the patriotism of its people. But these days what we see is pathetic. Be it the increasing rapes in our country, be it the riots, be it the seeping malaise of corruption in our society, or be it what has happened back at my home in last 6 months. Eyes filled with tears, I would say, eyes filled with tears and hearts sink with pain when we witness communal tension and religion-based politics. वतन की फिक्र करे नादा, मुसीबत आने वाली है कि तेरी बर्बादियों के मशवरे हैं आसमानों में. I believe this is all because somewhere we are losing the hold on our values and patriotism, which is a painful situation for me as an Indian national to think that today money mantra has become our greatest temptation and we have given it the utmost importance. It's not hidden from any of us that these terrorists who destroy the lives of many are helped, are aided, are provided with food, accommodation, even with the maps of the areas by the local destructive minds. And if these anti-social elements are not provided with local assistance, then mark my words, my dear friends, forget about being successful. They would even not be able to plan such things against us. 2 years back, we all remember a young IITian from Bangalore who joined ISIS and started promoting it. Even 2 retired army personnel from my own state were found guilty of supporting such enemies of humanity. Last year's Pathankot terror attack, it terrified us all, and it was found that the guilties were somewhere assisted by Indians only. And there are many such cases where the culprits turn out to be our own countrymen. In such a situation, people, I ask you here, how can we expect India to be at the top, to reach at the apex, to achieve greater heights when problems lie in ourselves only? And here I would like to add one point that when I came here for this competition, one of my fellow speakers sitting right over there, he asked me about the reality of Kashmir issue. That what is it in actual? We see in media it's different, but you tell us what is it in actual. So I just thought that because I'm representing Jammu and Kashmir today, so it would be really unfair if I don't speak about my people today. It is an emerging misconception among my Indians, and I've seen it on Facebook, Instagram, on all the social networking sites, that the people of Jammu and Kashmir are anti-national. They are not patriotic, or they are the supporters of Pakistan and many such things, which is so not true. I would like you all to listen to me that just because my name is Seerat, just because I'm wearing a hijab and standing in front of you, just because I'm from Jammu and Kashmir doesn't make me any less patriot than any of you patriots. Today I, being a resident of Jammu and Kashmir, being a youngster of that state, stand in front of you and speak it with full confidence and responsibility that I am a proud Indian and that the people of my state. It's not just about you. It's not just about you. The people of my state, they live for India and they can die for India if required. But the problem is, there are some anti-social elements. I agree, there are some anti-social elements. There are miscreants. But friends, what to do? We can't help it. They are found everywhere. They are spreading hatred in almost all the states, and it's not just about my state only. Na? They are doing it everywhere. We can't change them. But the good thing is that they are few and the maximum are rational. And here I would like to say another important thing is that what I personally believe is that patriotism is something that cannot be thrusted upon someone. It has to be learned, and for that an individual needs to grow. And here lies the fundamental problem. We are all the worst victims of politics of knowledge. And this is what has to be changed, and not in only Jammu and Kashmir. Talk about the riots of Gujarat, talk about the Muzaffarnagar riots, everywhere, yeah, we find it. We find it everywhere, and this is so unethical. This is against Indianness, I would say. So it is high time that we, the youngsters, with the help of our writers, with the help of our educationists, with the help of our volunteers, realize that we need to bring a change to make India one of the most developed countries in the world. And at last, I would like to just quote 2 of my favorite Urdu couplets. They are seriously my favorite for our motherland, and they are प्लीज पे अटेंशन। क्या कुछ तो बात है मेरे वतन की मिट्टी में है दोस्त, कुछ तो बात है मेरे वतन की मिट्टी में है दोस्त। सरहदें लांघ कर मुजाहिद यूं ही नहीं आते यहाँ दफन होने को, और पत्थर की मूर्तों को समझा तू खुदा है, खाके वतन का जर्रा जर्रा मेरे लिए खुदा है।